Hi, this is Janet. I know I'm late, but welcome to this session. I always love you for coming. And as always, if I don't mention your name, I love you so much. Keep following, keep liking. I appreciate so much. Thank you for showing up on YouTube. We are growing. I'm also going to YouTube and I'm catching up. Very soon, YouTube will be live. I know those that watch me on YouTube, they get late videos, but better late than never. I'll catch up on YouTube, but these are platforms I'm trying to make sure I get to as many people as I can. As always, thank you so much for liking Janet Rangi. Thank you so much for following Janet Rangi. We are growing every day, and it's for people, it's because of people like you that we are improving our lives. So keep following. I appreciate, even if I don't see your comments or I don't reply, okay? Of course, YouTube, please consider subscribing on YouTube also so we can keep growing. janetrangi.com for more information, okay? So I see all of you coming in. As I said, if I don't mention your name, I love you so much. We'll get back to business. Before I start, I have to make a few comments because I get to in touch with a few people. If you're listening to me, please, and your visa has expired, those are the people I tell you need to find a lawyer. The reason why Janet does this is to help you not to be in that situation in the first place. Please keep that in mind. If you are watching me, whether you're in the United States or you are not here yet, the reason why people follow Janet Rangi is to get the ideas and succeed and to do the right thing before we fall into problems. Because if you call me and you're already in problems, more than likely Janet will tell you to find a lawyer. And the reason why Janet does videos is to help you not to look for the lawyer in the first place. So you keep following, be informed, you will do the right things. And I'll keep coming to your comments and I'll do. This video is long overdue, long overdue. And for those in the United States, if you're doing a BSN or you're doing a diploma or degree in nursing, associate's degree or BSN, please consider having a LinkedIn page. Start looking for employers before graduation. But this is promise. I can't promise, but I can tell you for sure you'll end up getting a green card. I've seen followers do that. They are very happy with themselves. They are very happy with their progress. Okay? All right. So thank you so much. Today we are going to talk about Fiance Visa. Did you see the notice I gave yesterday? If I don't get to the comments, please don't take it personal. Janet has a job. Janet has a family. And if I come to the comments, I'm looking for the topics that I can do for all of us. So if I do one video, I'm responding to thousands. If I respond to one person, I'm helping one person. But having said that, come next year, I'm going to start a schedule. So I know some of you can watch videos, but you still have personal questions that the video cannot help you. And you'll have access to Janet for 5 minutes. How about that? Okay? So that is my new year resolution. I'll have 5-minute appointments and I'll give you more details as we go on, because I know some of you are willing to talk to Janet, but you just can't get. But if I have a schedule and I know exactly in one day I give people 2 hours, I think we can make a lot of progress, okay? Because I've seen there are 3 kinds of people who watch my videos. The first one is the one that watches one video and they want to call Janet. That does not help, okay? You have to put in the work. The second person is that person who watches the videos very faithfully but still has more questions. And for real, they need to get in touch with Janet. Those are the ones I'll pay attention to come next year. I'll book appointment for them so I can review. Okay, we are not filing anything. We are just reviewing your case and helping you with your questions. Okay, then the third group are those people who watch Janet Rangi and they do everything 100% and they succeed. Okay, so you know yourselves where you fall. You either fall in category 1 that just watches one video, call Janet. I want her to give me a job like now. Or you fall in category 2, you put in the time, but it's just that, you cannot put the strings together. You need Janet to answer some of those questions to make sense. And then group 3 are those who are like, they get the point, they go and get more information on their own and they succeed. So you know yourselves where you fall. Okay, but thank you so much for coming. All right, as you can see the title today, Marriage Fiancé Visa. This is long overdue. People have been asking me for like almost a year or 2, and I did this title. When I'm done, I'll probably share that video again. I know I did this video about 1 year or 2 years ago. Time flies, but I know I did this video. So as always, if you are new on this page, when you come to watch Janet Rangi, you need to have a pen and paper. One of those videos today, Janet, is just, I'm not going to make fun. I'm not talking about Christmas lights today. You better have your pens and paper this is our classroom. Followers who follow Janet, this is our classroom. We don't play. Yeah, Linda is like, hi everyone. Yes, how are you? All of you who are here. It's a group, it's a quorum of people who want to succeed. You can watch me for entertainment. This is not one of the videos for entertainment. Have your pens and paper ready. In fact, as I flip, when Janet tells you, she's telling you the truth. Okay? Have your pens and paper ready, your pencil. Okay? If you are a good typist and you have a computer, please have it ready. For entertainment purposes, relax. Okay? You can, and by the way, you don't have to get a pen and paper, all right? You can watch this video 10 times. I know you tell me you download. This is one of those videos. If you are not familiar with the terminology, you have to watch it 5 times. Sorry. But enjoy, okay? All right, someone says Janet, life coach. A few things I want you to pay attention. Number 1, Form I-29F. I told you. You need to write down Form I-29F. I-129F. I-129F. That is the first form we are putting down. Okay? Form I-130. Okay, from I-130, we are putting that down because the reason I'm starting with this, so when I start talking, you don't get confused. Thank you watching me from Dubai. From I-485 and from 751. Okay, we are on the same page. One day when I'm very good with these computers, I'll be making sure that the graphics, I include graphics on the side to make it easy for you. I start again. From I-29F. From I-130, from I-485, and from I-751. Okay? Next, I want you to pay attention to K1, K2, K3, K4. Okay? Same page. K1, K2, K3, K4. I want you to pay attention to 2 years. I know it looks familiar. Pay attention to the word 2 years. When Janet is talking, 2 years. Pay attention to the word 21 years. Okay? 21 years. I hope now you're on the same page. You know the forms, you know the numbers. Now we can get to the video. Janet is our teacher. Okay? Janet is our teacher. Now, let's start with Fiance Visa. And then we'll move to Marriage Visa. Fiance Visa. Okay? You want to find an American citizen. Know them for 2 years. Keyword, 2 years. How do you know them? In person. In person. You meet in a hotel. You meet in a wherever, in a church. Greet their hands. Kiss, hug. Okay? You are not going to WhatsApp them and call that person fiancé. That is not a fiancé, according to them. By the way, I'm not a lawyer, but I read and do my research. All the information I'm giving you, uscis.gov, the official website, United States Immigration Services, United States State Department, credible websites. And I'm not a lawyer, but they give us free information so we can read. But Janet comes, reads, and breaks it down for you. Okay? All right. So, first of all, Fiance Visa. Keyword 2 years. You have to know them. You have to travel. Okay? After you know them, you meet them, and a period of 2 years has passed. Okay? The American citizen can go ahead and file Form I-129F. Okay? I-29. Now you get it. I don't know how you'll meet. That is not my problem. You can go to the apps, meet online, meet here on Facebook, meet here on Janet Rangi, meet in church, meet in a club. I don't know. You meet through your cousin, you meet through your friends and relatives. But someone has to travel. Or you come here as a student, you meet this person. You come here as a visitor, you meet this person. You see, now it applies to all of us. Thank you. Someone has written down. Write it again. I-129F. I-129F. Okay, someone says Zoom. Zoom is not going to be applicable. This is our fiancé, but if you meet through Zoom, good. But at some point, you have to kiss, shake hands, and know each other. You know what I say? Take pictures or take selfies. Do you get the point? After those 2 years, the American citizen will file a form here in the United States called I-129F. And this is to petition for a K1 visa. That is K1 visa, K1 fiancé visa. From now on, Janet Rangi followers, when they hear the word fiancé visa, they are simply talking about K1 visa. I-129F, your spouse, not spouse, sorry, your fiancé will file it. Okay, so we are assuming in those 2 years you've danced, you've kissed, you've done things, you know, you've embraced each other, and even some engagement rings have dropped, you know, and pictures have been taken. You've created a relationship. You file, and then when you file, the US citizen will be asked for evidence. What is evidence? Maybe photographs. This is when the photographs come in. This is when the engagement rings come in. This is when, you know, people that were there, whoever was there, your parents, your pastor, the WhatsApp messages, late night messages, I love you, darling, I love you, sweetheart. They come in because they can see clearly that for past 2 years, these people have been communicating back and forth. Okay, I'm making it entertainment. Because if you watch the immigration website, you'll be bored. Janet is making it to look very entertaining, but she's giving you facts. During those 2 years, we should be able to know. Show us that you are fiancé. What does a fiancé mean? We went to the club, we went to the hotel, we went to Serengeti, we took pictures, he proposed, he came to Africa, he came here. You know, we can show evidence that there was a relationship. Once that I-129 petition is approved, the immigration here in the United States will send it to NVC. It's called a National Visa Center in the United States. That's terminology. Write it down. NVC. Anytime you hear Janet saying NVC is a National Visa Center, where all these immigration officers send visas that have been approved. Then the National Visa Center now will propel and throw those visas in the embassies at home. Okay? Now, I-129F. I-129F has been approved. Now they are happy. They see actually these people, they know each other for the past 2 years. They've shown us evidence. Okay? Now we can approve this. The National Visa Center will receive that information. It will send it to the embassy at home. The embassy will call you and say, so and so, let's schedule an interview for your fiancé visa. Let's schedule an interview for your fiancé visa or K1 visa. Okay, we're on the same page. Now you will schedule your appointment. Okay, how is the appointment going to happen? Of course, DS-160. Like everyone else going to the embassy, they always file for non-immigrant visa. K1, let me tell you, okay. I feel like it's too much information, but relax, you will get it. K1 visa is a non-immigrant visa, meaning it's a temporary visa, meaning it's not a green card. Okay, anyone filing for a non-immigrant temporary visa in the embassy will always fill DS-160. That is to schedule an appointment in the embassy. Once you have that schedule, you pay the fees, you have the photographs 2x2, you have the passport that is valid for 6 months. That means it cannot be almost expiring. So it has to be valid at least 6 months. If they give you, you have 6 months on that passport to stay in the United States, okay? And you have that, you print that information and you show up at the embassy. The embassy will decide whether to give you the K1 fiancé visa or not. Now we finished the word K1. Let's move to the word K2. What does the word K2 mean? Okay, K2 is for children, your children, unmarried. I told you the word not married, under 21. That's why I told you pay attention to the word 21 years. Now we are on K2 visa. We are on K2 visa. K2 visa is for the children, your children. In this case, I'm assuming stepchildren to the United States citizen. Okay, let's say you are married once upon a time, you had 3 children, you divorced. Now you have a fiancé in the United States. The fiancé is a United States citizen. he's filing or she's filing for you to come on a fiancé visa, yes, you can bring those children. Your children are his or her stepchildren. They will be allowed to come to the United States on a K2 visa. K2 is for the children 21 years and under, not married. And yes, you can come with them or they can choose to follow later. Okay? Are we clear? I hope we are clear. Someone is writing notes. I like it. K2 is for children before 21 years old. Fiancé visa is called K1 visa. Okay? And the children will come on a K2 visa. Okay, now you're on the same page. Once those are approved, if you don't have children, you're coming alone, obviously. Okay? Now, once that is approved, it's going to be valid for 6 months. Again, write down 6 months so that you don't call Janet after 1 year and you overstayed. Of course, Janet is not the final person. Janet is just giving you ideas. When you come here, you do your research, you read, you find lawyers, you do whatever you have to do to make sure your case is in good hands. Janet is not here to fix people that are in problems. Janet is here to take care of problems before they happen. Okay, you understand? And Janet is here to show you that there are other avenues for you not to fall in trouble. Okay, so now you get approved. Okay, you show up at the airport. Your visa, yes, it's valid for 6 months. You show up at the airport, the passport now has been stamped K1 visa. If you have your children, your children, they have a passport stamped K2 visa. Okay, you reach the airport. Okay, zoom, you come to the United States. When you reach the port of entry, remember Janet has always told you, wherever you told the embassy sticks the same. Because the port of entry is the one who will determine whether you come in or not. And they might ask the same information. So you need to have your photographs, your engagement pictures, your wherever you did for the past 2 years to show that it's true. Once you enter the United States, pay attention. Once you enter the United States, you have 90 days, write down, 90 days to marry. To marry, okay? Remember, this is a fiancé visa. So you are coming with your engagement ready. I'm assuming your United States citizen has a church ready, or ready has made an appointment at the courthouse. Don't delay. Now you come in America, and then this American, I'm teaching you because you need to be educating the American citizen too. They don't know, you know. Even me, I'm here, and not everyone that came like Janet has the information Janet has. Many people are green. In fact, most people are green. What Janet is telling you is almost lawyer language. You understand? So you need to be ready. Yes, someone is saying, I love my followers. They are writing notes on the screen. I love, so go to the comments if you are confused. Smart followers are here. Smart followers, smart, completely smart. You have 90 days to marry. Make sure your fiancé in the United States has booked a church and found ringing bells and flowers and flower girls. Make sure you have things in order. You have a marriage date. In America, everything is appointments. Don't be calling the pastor that will squeeze us in. Who has the time? You're telling the pastor to squeeze you in. Who are you? The pastor is busy preaching, you know, dealing with funerals, dealing with the homeless people and doing the word of God. And then you are showing up running from the airport, forcing the pastor to give you a marriage date. Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? Like, be ahead of the game. Okay, plan ahead. So what are we saying? 90 days you should be married. By the way, the word should not appear here. Janet is not telling you should. Marriage is voluntary. Okay, voluntary if your mind, your psyche is normal. So you have to be a normal human being who is ready to consent to marriage. Of course, you have to be marriage age. All right. So make sure you have your pastor, your priest ready. You have booked the church, or you have booked the courthouse. You have an appointment ready. You have your dress ready. You have your sizes ready. If you're planning on a wedding dress, or you are just that. Yeah, sorry, that was a disconnection on my part. So anyway, once you show up 90 days, you have to be married. Okay? Now you are married within 90 days. After that, you have those 6 months, remember? Now, within 90 days, if you do not marry, you will have to vacate the country. Fiancé visa, write down, 90 days it expires. Okay? But if you marry after 90 days, now your fiancé can now petition I-130. Did I tell you in the beginning I-130? Which is asking permission for permanent residency, okay? Or asking permission for green card. Okay, we're on the same page. Now you've gone to church and the pastor has married you. Now you've gone to the courthouse and now you have a marriage certificate. Now you're officially married, okay? Now you are the spouse. Now you are the husband. Now you are the wife, okay? Now the citizen goes ahead and files something called I-130, okay? Which is petition for permanent residency. Okay? I don't know if that's the title. I don't know the title, don't get me wrong, but that is the time they will start filing your papers. Okay? Once that is approved, then they will file for you the green card. Okay? But you're understanding the process. Janet is not a lawyer. If I miss some of those things, correct me. Okay? But that is the process. When you come on K1, K2, you are allowed to work. Okay? So make sure you get your social security number. You cannot work before 90 days, by the way. You can only work after those 90 days. So make sure this, pay attention. When you are filing I-130, always file for employment authorization card. Some people forget to file on employment authorization card, and I-130 is taking long. You'll sit in the house and not work. So always remember to apply for a work permit in conjunction with a change of status. Okay, because now you're changing your status, right? You're changing your status from K1, K2, you are planning to move towards permanent residency. Remember, you can work. Are we on the same page? Oh, okay, we're on the same page. Now, the most important thing in this case is to make sure you apply with the deadlines in mind. Okay? All right. So someone is saying, where are those fiancés? Now that is for another day. Go at the beginning of this video. Okay? We said you meet them through your friends, cousins, just the same way people meet married people. How do they meet? Like some of you are so young, you don't even know where your husband will come from or your wife. But you know what? One day you will still meet. Now pay attention to this one. Pay attention to this one. Fiancé visa, once they approve your green card or permanent residency, it's always conditional. And what is conditional? They'll give you a green card that is valid for 2 years. Why 2 years? They want to make sure that you did not just marry these people for benefits, immigration benefits. You know what I mean? So you need to behave the first 2 years. Some of you will show up. Now someone has given me a green card and you start jumping around and running away from the citizen and doing bad things. No, the immigration will catch you. Okay? Now this is the time after 2 years of marriage. Maybe you've had even children. You filed taxes together. You've shown that you live in the same place, same apartment. Like things like married couples do. You drive the same car. You're paying bills together. You know, everything shows that you're together for 2 years. Okay? Your now husband, the United citizen, will file Form 751. I-751 to remove conditions. Okay, now they are telling immigration this girl or this young man was real. He married me and he has stayed here for 2 years. Please remove those conditions. Then they will give you a green card or permanent residency that is permanent for 10 years. Everyone gets 10 years. I got mine was 10 years. But of course, I didn't have to wait for 10 years. After 5 years, I filed for citizenship. Okay, so keep that in mind when you come on fiancé visa. You cannot come here and start giving people a hard time and running away or divorcing or doing. You will not get your permanent residency. Your permanent residency is based on you staying with the American citizen. I hope I've hit key points. If you don't understand, watch these videos 10 times. Of course, go to uscis.gov, okay, to confirm all this information that Janet is telling you. Educate yourself. Do not fall in trouble. Okay? Remember, after 6 months, this thing can expire, but you want to file your things early. If you file your things early from this point, you might probably have to stay. How long do these things take? About 6 to 9 months. Okay? All right, and make sure to remember some of these things can be extended. I'm moving to the next one. Now we are done with fiancé visa. Okay, we are done with fiancé visa. We are going to move to marriage visa. Okay, marriage visa. Pay attention. K3, K4. Okay? K3, K4. Now you, let's say you're already married. You are past the stage of fiancé. You no longer have an engagement ring. You have a marriage ring on you. Okay? If you are married to a United States citizen and you are not in America and you are outside the United States, the American citizen will file again I-129F to bring the foreign spouse to the United States. If you have a marriage certificate, this is the form your husband or wife will file. Thank you for writing K3, K4 visa. And this is for people who are outside the United States. That means the United States citizen is here in America. They file a petition for the wife or husband who is outside America to come in and join them through marriage. Again, once the I-129F is approved, it will go to NVC, National Visa Center, where it will be sent to the embassy, and the spouse will be called to go for a marriage visa, which is called K3 visa. Now, if you're married and you had your children from previous marriages, and your husband or wife in the United States wants to stay with you and these children on a marriage visa, then that is the K4 visa. Your unmarried children, again I said not married, under 21 will get a K4 visa to come with their father or to come with their mother. Okay? Now, if your husband or wife is in the United States, they can petition too. They can try I-129 to bring you, or they can file for you I-130, which will lead to permanent residency. And the immigration says whichever one works first is the one that your husband or wife will use. Okay? Remember, fiancé, you can only use I-129 to bring them. But if you're married already on marriage visa, they can choose to bring you on I-129. The reason K3 and K4 were created is to reduce the waiting period, because the permanent residence will take long. Congress went down and thought on humanitarian grounds, we cannot have United States citizens married, file I-130, and then I-130 is taking years to bring wife and children, to bring husband and children into the United States. So now they allowed the marriage people to file I-130, I-129, just like fiancé, and that will bring K3, marriage visa, and the children for K3 will get K4. Again, National Visa Center will tell the embassy, you will show up at the embassy. At the embassy, again, this is not a permanent visa, it's a temporary visa. K3, K4 is temporary visa. Again, you are going to file with the embassy, the DS-160, you pay the fees, you show up a valid passport for 6 months, 2x2 photograph, schedule the appointment, get the K3 visa if you're alone. If you are with children, you get K3 and the children get K4. You show up at the port of entry, you explain and show the marriage certificate, show the photographs, and then you are allowed in. Once you're in, your spouse can now file I-130. Remember, K3, K4 is shorter. So if you're outside the United States, you better apply that to bring your person here, your partner. But if you're here, then you don't need the I-129. You just go straight to I-130 for permanent residency. Now, again, just like the fiancé visa, okay? Just like the fiancé visa, if you're married less than 2 years, you will get a conditional green card, okay? But if you're married more than 2 years before you file, you do not have to have a conditional green card. They will give you permanent residency directly for 10 years. So the key word here is 2 years. If you have a fiancé, how long have you been with them? If you are married, how long have you been with them? If it's less than 2 years, conditional green card. 2 years. After 2 years, your spouse has to file conditional removal, which is I-751, to remove those conditions so you can get the long-term green card. But if you file I-130, file I-129, and you show proof that your marriage was more than 2 years, when you file, they will give you a green card that is worth 10 years. Okay? Now, if you come here on K3, K4, yes, you can work. Make sure when your American citizen spouse is filing, they ask for employment authorization. Always make sure you are applying for immigration benefits, okay? You include the work authorization card, okay? Are we on the same page? So I hope I didn't confuse anyone. Let me go through my notes as you enjoy. Make sure I didn't. Janet is very good with, you know, keeping everything together. Like if I talk, I rarely forget anything. Okay? It looks like I covered most of the things. So, in summary, we've talked about K1, K2, K3, K4 visas. We've talked about fiancé and marriage visas. How long do these processes take? Expect 6 to 9 months. Okay? But every case is different. And the most important thing from my reading is for those who follow directions, it takes shorter. The problem is some people do not pay attention to directions and they don't follow directions and they do the wrong things. That just delays the processing period. Because can you imagine, you put in your paperwork and you did not include filing fees. Or you put in paperwork or you send the wrong forms. You put in paperwork but you send to the wrong address. Like, pay attention to details. Pay attention to the details, okay? If you pay attention to the details, you reduce the amount of waiting. Remember, if you have any immigration case pending, you can always go to uscis.gov and they have a check status. If you have the application number with you, okay, you can always enter that number and they will tell you how far you are waiting and how far to expect your immigration things to work out for you. Okay, I hope we're on the same page. All right, so thank you so much for coming. I hit the main points. I hope I didn't confuse anyone. If you are new on this page, welcome. But when you come to watch Janet Rangi, you always want to make sure you have a pen and paper. Now, let me go to the main points. Me, I know my people. I know my people. Some of you want customary marriage. These are things we are not going to have. Will it work in the embassy at home? Yes. When you win the green card, you can go and explain yourself to the embassy. But when you're dealing with the United States, always go and put these things formally. If you are customary, I don't know how you'll do customary in the United States. Like, what's the excuse? You need to find a district attorney. You need to go to the courthouse and marry and get marriage certificates in your hand. Okay, so we are not going to start explaining to America traditional things. And it's an American citizen, like American citizens know how America works. Okay, you are going to make sure you have a legal marriage certificate from the church or from the state, from the country of origin. You are going to have all those things. Have your marriage certificates ready, have your divorce decrees ready, have your birth certificates ready for the children, birth certificates ready, you know, their passports ready. Okay, and then we'll just book the appointment. Do you see how simple these things are? Now, if you want to meet these people, stay active. Stay active. Just like, if I'm single, how do I know who will marry me? You see, how am I supposed to know who will marry me? But at least now you're educated. And the reason I educate you is like, some of you are conned online. But when you have the professional lingo, which Janet has taught you, no one is going to con you. Okay, I do not have the credentials for this, but I'm telling you professionally what to expect. Educate yourself. When you're educated, it's rare for people to con you because you'll be talking the language that they understand. Okay, can I give you an example? Here in the United States, there are con people. I've received calls from them. Please respond to us. Your social security is in big trouble. Call this number immediately or we are reporting you to IRS. Okay? As soon as I call, hi, may I help? When they hear my accent immediately and my confidence, they turn the phone off. Do you know who they are looking for? People who have just came from the country, who are just arrived. They do not sound confident on the phone. When they hear someone saying there's something wrong on the social security, they start panicking. And you know, those callers might not even in the United States. They might be in other countries. In Europe, in Africa, wherever they are. They are con people. And many people have lost money because of lack of information. You know? Do you know, one day I was so annoyed because it happened to someone I knew. And then I picked that phone myself. You have no idea how much I cursed them. You know, I say, this is crap, complete nonsense. Like, whom do you think you're talking to? Whom do you think you're talking to? So information is power. Information is power, especially in the United States. There's nothing, if you can have a weapon, it's information. For you to do what Janet does on this page, you have to have information. If I didn't know what I was doing, CIA would have come for me. Even FBI can come for me. Do you know right now FBI cannot touch Janet? Why? Because I'm informed. You have no idea how many people have called me. I want to give you 300,000 to file this employment. No, these people have been sent by FBI to try Janet. Like, I'm not a fool. Okay, I'm not a fool. So the best thing you can only do in America is to be very informed and know your rights. And there's no way you'll know your rights if you are not educated. And I know CIA, FBI is listening to me. I am not afraid to talk because they know the truth. You know, like, I'm not afraid of anything because I'm doing the right thing. They can never send someone on my page and then another one call me, is it true that you can file taxes? And then I say, that's complete nonsense, completely untrue. So no one can come and try me or test me. And I'm just making this public. I'm sure by now they're tired of me. They know I'm a straightforward girl. And I'm here to inform my people so that you have your weapons ready, that you have the education you need. When you have the education you need, no one will play around with you. Okay, and you will not fear anyone because you know you are doing the right thing. But you can never know you are doing the right thing if you are not informed. And that is how con men get you. That is how they get you on the page. And then they lie to you and then you give a lot of money. Do you understand? That's the way forward, my friend. Be informed, be informed. I've always told you my story when I was in back home. I knew the process of becoming a nurse in the United States. So when I had agents coming, I understand. Because I understand how to become a nurse in the United States. So it's very unlikely that anyone is coming to try and trick me into these things. Like, I've educated myself. And once I'm educated, then I know I can differentiate between real people and fake people. Okay? So always make sure you're educated. Educate yourself completely. Okay? I'll go through my notes, make sure I didn't miss anything. I told you all the forms if you came in late. Embassy interview, 90 days. Wow. Janet is tough. I'm telling you, I covered everything. It looks like I covered everything. If you do not, don't forget to marry on time. K4, K4, K3, K3. Okay. Wow. Okay, so anyway, when you go to the embassy, the thing they will ask for you, of course, is a valid passport, completed DS 160, valid passport for 6 months, okay, birth certificates, divorce or death certificates. Okay, if you claim your spouse was dead and then you got married, you better have a death certificate, you better have a divorce certificate, police certificates to show that you're in good books. Okay, medical exams, they might require that, they will guide you. Evidence of financial support, the United States citizen has to meet a threshold to show that they'll be able to support you when you come to the United States, so you don't become a public charge. Okay, you don't become a public charge. And then you have to show evidence of a relationship, of course, travel documents, pictures. So when you find that fiancé, make sure you keep your air tickets. But good thing these days, they send your air tickets in the mail, so you can always have evidence. So if someone came to visit you, they can always show the air ticket that they flew there 2 years ago, and then they can show the engagement ceremony. Okay, and then you can show communication between the two of you those 2 years, and photographs. I don't see any other thing they are going to ask you to prove that someone is a fiancé. Okay, but the 2 year, you really have to pay attention to those 2 years. So if you're wanting to come with a fiancé, it doesn't mean that you have to wait 2 years, because you can always come as a student. You can, by the way, pay attention that, let me give you an example. I'm not going to mention names. I have a follower here who won the green card. Okay, but the green card was, you know how they give green 50,000, 55, but they give excess green cards because they want to make sure they make use of all the green cards. So if they are giving 50,000 green cards and you are number 70,000, you more likely they will leave you out. Okay, now the follower is calling me saying, Janet, do you think I can come on a student visa, or the embassy will deny me since I already won the green card? I said, no. Go and tell them the truth. Show up at the embassy. Tell them you want the green card. You don't even have to tell them, but if they bring up the issue like, okay, we can see you want the green card, you say yes, but I have to be in school. I have to be in school. The green card will find me in the United States. Okay? So my point is, don't always say, but I applied for this, they will deny me, but I applied for this, but I want the green card. That is how other people lie to you. Don't say this, don't say that, and they have your records. Like, just go and speak your truth. Okay, to cut the long story short, yes, my follower was given a visa. They were the way coming to the United States. Okay, so whether they have the green card, if they have the green card, it will find them here. Who told you if you want a green card, you cannot change it here? If you win, you don't have to go back home. They process for you a green card in the United States. So I like my followers, very smart. Very smart people, you know. Me, I'm just telling you, the embassy will be the most difficult thing between you and your dreams. But you can reduce that chance of being denied if you tell the truth. You never want to contradict your information. Honestly, if you're always saying the truth, they deny you once, you wait, you go back. But if you lied, I don't know if you go back, they'll help you in any way, shape, or form. But if they deny you and maybe they were having a headache and they deny you that day, and then you go the next time, they are in good mood, they didn't miss any of your paperwork, they will give it to you. They'll question themselves, yeah, this person showed everything last time, I don't understand why we denied them. You understand? And then they give it to you. But now if you went and lied, oh, my parents are not in America, and they see clearly your parents are in America, they will never give it to you. So that's all I always encourage my people, just have your paperwork ready. And by the way, just tell them the truth. Like the example I just told you, if you go there for a student visa and you say, and then they choose to ask you, you don't have to volunteer. I always say, I'm not going to volunteer information no one has asked me. But if they ask you the green card, have you ever applied? Yes, I applied. As a matter of fact, I won. And this is my number, the winning number. Okay, so how come you're not waiting for the green card? You say, honestly, my goal is to go to school. And I'll be more than happy for the green card to find me in the United States, because right now my goal is to go to school. If I don't get the green card, then I'll come back after I finish my studies. Like, that is straightforward information. The problem with some people is thinking like, we can try and say this, we can try and trick them this way, we can try and do this. No, there's no tricking. Say the truth. If they deny you, go back. Go back after 6 months. Okay, and if you haven't watched my embassy videos, I'll keep on doing them over and over again. Remember to keep the dream alive and have a strong desire to succeed. The desire will push you over the edge. The desire will make you the best. You stand, you fall, you stand, you fall. You never give up, because you know what? You're the best. And Janet says standing and falling you think is a joke. What I mean is, it means you go to the embassy 2, 3, 4, 5 times until you get that visa. Okay, next year we are going to be talking about people that were denied. And if you think you've been denied forever, we might even come up with suggestions on how to make money back home. Who said you have to come here to make money? Okay, who told you you have to make money? I mean, here in the United States, if you can't cross over, then, you know. But me, I always believe these kind of visas are the easiest, because you do not have to go, you know, like, it's straightforward. So long as the marriage is legit. You have a marriage certificate, you have a marriage fiancé that is legit, you know. And Naomi says, that's true, Janet. Some of you are saying amen, amen. I love you so much for coming. If you have an app called YouTube, you better go on YouTube and subscribe, okay? For those who listen to me on YouTube, of course, if you're listening to me on YouTube, I'll catch up with live videos, okay? I'm coming to you live very soon, but I know YouTube, we are kind of behind. Facebook, we are ahead, okay? Facebook, we are ahead. Some people just prefer YouTube. They are not on Facebook, okay? So, but, you know, I don't know why. It's because you don't have to sign up or something. I don't know. You can just go on YouTube and type what you want. So some people don't like having an account on Facebook, and so they just meet me on YouTube. Okay, so it looks like I did a good job. I'm not seeing any comments that I can answer. And I love you so much for coming. Merci beaucoup. Muchas gracias. Kwaheri. Muchas adios. Oh, by the way, can I recognize all of you? I will come and recognize you. Yesterday. Wait, don't go anywhere. Yesterday I wrote and said, please Tell us where you come from. And many of you, you told me where you come from. Okay, we saw people from Nigeria, we saw people from Ghana. The people that surprised me are Zimbabwe. Hey, hello Zimbabwe. Many people watch me from Zimbabwe. I saw people from South Africa. Thank you so much. I saw people from Botswana. Thank you. Kenyans are many, so I was just like. Because Kenyans, I'm like, okay? And then Botswana, I'm like, wow, Botswana, welcome. Malawi, I saw Malawi. I saw Zambia. Ugandans are many. So that surprised me. It's good for me to do these surveys so I know who is watching me. But the country that surprised me the most was Zimbabwe. I didn't know so many people watch me from Zimbabwe. I love you back, Zimbabwe. Okay? And someone say, Janet, I watch you from the Gulf. I'm like, wow, that sounds like pretty. Ugandans are many. Ugandans watch me in big numbers. Tanzania, you are catching up. You need to keep on telling your friends in Tanzania. Who else did I forget? Senegal. I saw Senegal. If you didn't write, you better go and comment your country. Okay, so how far we've managed? Nigeria, Kenyans lead. Kenyans, Nigerians, and then followed by Ghanaians, and then Ugandans. Zimbabwe, I have to put Zimbabwe up there. I was impressed. I was surprised. In Zimbabwe, I was very, very surprised. Thank you, Zimbabwe, for following. South Africa was there. Botswana was there. Malawi was there. Zambia was there. And who else? If I mention your country and I forgot your country, please mention. Okay, next video I'll go looking for the countries I did not mention. But thank you so much for sharing in your groups. Thank you so much for sharing with your fellow countrymen, because the United States draws people from all over the world, and the law is the same. Yes, someone showed finally at Zimbabwe. Tell your fellow Zimbabweans I'm very happy with you. Someone said I watch from Gulf, Abu Dhabi. Yes, Doha. Yeah. And which other country? I feel like Cameroon. Yes, Cameroon. In fact, Cameroon was the first one to comment. Thank you so much for reminding me. Cameroon was, when I put it down, Cameroon was the first person to mention, Janet, I watch you all the way from Cameroon. Thank you so much, Cameroon. You need to keep on telling your fellow Cameroons to come watch Janet. Okay? Ugandans are just many, they follow me in many numbers. Kenyans, Ugandans are beating you. I'll not lie to you. Okay? Cameroon is watching from Japan. Nigerians, many. Okay? Ghanaians. But Zimbabwe, thank you so much. In fact, today's special dedication is for people from Zimbabwe. Thank you so much for following. Someone says, Janet, you do a good job. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, Florida, USA. Someone say I have to represent from USA. Steve is from Japan. Thank you from Zambia. Uribwanji. Zambians and Malawi, I love them because I can speak Chewa. Uribwanji, my friend. Diri bwino. Okupita kuti. Hey, okupanga jani. Yeah, Sierra Leone. I can't speak French. Someone is watching me from Sierra Leone. South Sudan, very good. Yes. I had not seen South Sudan for a long time. Burundi, how are you? Burundi, Rwanda, Minnesota. Someone said I have to represent from Minnesota. Okay, so next time I'll start learning your languages. I'll not just be speaking. As you can hear, Janet always says in Japan, in San Diego. Okay, San Diego. Yes, Zimbabwe is beating Kenyans. Bonjour. Comment ça va? I speak some French. So the next videos I'll be speaking in different. Someone is watching me from Seattle, Washington. You see, and then you ask me, Janet, how do you meet these people? Do you see them from Florida? Then if you see them here, they're here. Some of them are single. Someone is watching me from Kirinyaga. Simon, thank you so much for coming. Bonjour. My friends, this is how you meet them. Someone is watching me from Phoenix, Arizona. I'm telling you, these people might be single. You know, like this, so many people have green cards and they are looking for girlfriends and they are looking for genuinely boyfriends. Someone is watching me from Dallas. How nice. Keroka. Wow, nice. So that's how you meet people. You come to Janet Rangi page, you see someone from Phoenix, you say hello. If they are married, okay, good. If they are not, then something can develop. So you have to be proactive. You can't just be waiting for things. Someone is joining from Uganda and Nairobi and everyone else coming in. I'll start recognizing all these people every day, because I know they're our ambassadors. Okay, they are the ones making our page to grow and grow. Ghanaian in Oklahoma City. Uganda, Entebbe. Someone is watching me from Entebbe. Donholm, Kenya. Okay, I used to live in Donholm before I came to America. Wow, Atlanta, Georgia. I'm telling you, they are here. They are here. Good job, Janet. Thank you so much. Melissa, Texas. I told you they are here. Dubai, they are watching. Janet, how do I find them? You go to the comment section. Gulf here. Yes, the Gulf people. Once I get my certificates for immigrations, I will start scheduling your appointments. Okay, we have to do the right things. Please watch Janet, share with them so that they don't spoil their visas. Janet is here. She's telling you how to extend your visas. Kiambu is watching. Thank you so much, all the way from Kiambu. Someone says, God bless you. That is Shiru. Abundantly. Thank you so much. My friends, don't mess up your visas. Mercy, volume kind of low. People like me when I whisper. Okay? All right. Someone is watching me from Eldoret, Kenya, in Massachusetts, USA. They are here. Bungoma States. Oh, wow. Okay, someone, Bungoma, Minnesota, just got the right information I wanted. Oh, Samuel, how nice. I'm happy for you. You see, people watch these things. I read and I bring for you. God bless you, Janet Rangi. I like you. Roy Sambu, okay? Okay, so come here, watch them. Go to the comment section. You never know. You never know. I have many people here. You know, I'm not going to keep you long. Lusaka, thank you for coming, and Kampala. When I first came here, Princess like Janet, you are a blessing. Thank you for coming from Buffalo, New York. So many people in America coming here and watching. When I came to Vermont, I had this lady in the cafeteria, and she told me, Janet, do you know where Sudan is? I say, yeah, those are my neighbors. Someone is watching from UAE. Okay, Priscilla is always happy for Janet, and people from Mombasa. Yes, that's where my country is from. I say, you see so many young people from Sudan. I say, I see them. Where are they going to find wives? People are saying good information, nice information. Someone is watching from Canada. I love your advice. Harriet, thank you for coming. So even me, I started asking, and they used to print a newspaper. Someone is watching from Nigeria. They used to print a newspaper saying the Lost Boys. Someone is watching from Seattle. That was the title, Lost Boys. And I think she asked me a very good question. These people are coming on green cards. Where are they going to find wives? From Nigeria, from Canada, from Turkey loves you. So what I'm saying is there are many people in America. They come even from home. You know, some of you, when you hear United States citizens, you're just thinking of Muzungu. You're not thinking of Janet. Thank you so much for coming. Someone is watching from Nigeria and Kansas. Janet is a citizen too, so you need to open your mind. No, don't just be thinking that now you're thinking of just Muzungu is the American. No, Janet is an American. Do you understand? So you need to be thinking for other people who have come from your country. They've come here and they don't have wives and husbands. It's not easy to find. Like if I was just to say, I need to find a Kenyan husband in America. How am I going to find that? I'm more than likely find a Kenyan in Kenya. Do you understand? Someone is from Abu Dhabi and Uganda. Thank you so much. You see what I mean? So like, think like when you hear Janet saying American citizen, and then your mind is just, who that is so hard. Who are these people? No, it's people like Janet who've been here for 18 years. It's people like Janet who've been here for 4 years. And they just cannot get a fiancé. In fact, it will be approved very quick. If I show up and then I show my husband is Kenyan like me, or I show up with a Nigerian husband, we look so legit too. Okay? You understand? Because it looks like, wow, she went and found a Kenyan just like her. You understand? So don't overthink. Some of you, the problem, you overthink. Hey, sister, Muzungu. Where will I find a Muzungu? Where will I find a No, find Kenyans. Hey, Chebet, you need to find someone like you. And I'm going to say something. And then don't judge Janet. Okay? Don't judge Janet. Me, Janet, I only provide information that is useful. Okay? Useful information. It doesn't mean I agree with these things, but I just provide you so that you know. Okay? In America, they marry people I don't know what to say because my culture is becoming hard for me to say some things. Please forgive me, please. You can choose to close your ears, or if you have children, hide them. Please, if you have children on these videos, hide your children right now. You know, when I was home, I used to watch a show called Bold and the Beautiful. And every time Ridge started kissing, my mom will say, go and sleep, go and sleep. And then the next time she said, what happened? Did Ridge marry Brooke? You know? I'm like, but you are the one who was chasing us to go to bed. And now, because you saw a kissing scene, and my dad was sitting there, so they don't want us to see people kissing. Ridge kissing Caroline, or Ridge kissing Brooke, you know? So, close your ears. And don't say, Janet, this page is, why are you saying those things? Okay? I'm hoping that by now you've hidden your children. Okay? In America, they approve same-sex marriage. Okay? So a woman can marry a woman and they can petition papers. Okay? A man can marry a man and they can petition papers. Sorry, Pastor. Sorry for saying that, but you know, it's people's rights, okay? And don't assume that these things do not exist. I was watching a TV one day, okay? I was watching TV House Network, and you don't know this, but in America we have house networks where they show home decorations. They show many things, okay? And then I saw a Kenyan man. I saw a Kenyan man married to a Muzungu. Okay, that's what I saw. The Kenyan was a man, and the Muzungu was a man. I've seen them, and they were talking the same accent like Janet. That's how I knew. And then then they say the name. Okay, when they say the names, I just confirmed. I say, yeah, that one is from home. Okay, so when they come here, they follow their rights. Okay, sorry. It's it took a lot of effort on Congress and people fighting for these rights. Okay, I'm just saying. So if a woman is married to a woman, they can file. Okay, you can file. So if you go there and you marry the same sex people, so long as you, so now I think it will be a fiancé in this case, because they will not give you a marriage certificate there. Okay, so but I guess fiancé will work. Okay, fiancé, because we'll give you a marriage certificate. No one is giving you a marriage certificate at home. Sorry. Oh my God. No one is giving. So you have to think hard. You have to think ahead of time. Oh my God. You have to think ahead of time. Okay? You have to think ahead. So you can make sure you use fiancé. You use Fiance Visa first, and then well. We are sorry, okay? Sorry. So don't go marrying people of your same sex at all. You have to marry them in America, okay? Okay. And these days, same-sex marriage is equal in every state. There are rights in every state, but if you go to Uganda, you'll be chased. Please, people. And by the way, sometimes you have to file papers because people in Uganda can harass you. So when you come to America, you have to fight for your rights. People's lives are on point here. Okay, so we have to take these things seriously. Yeah, but I'm just saying, you never know who is watching. Okay, you never know who is watching. But I have to. I know the culture at home, okay? I know the culture at home. So please, fiancé will work, not the marriage visa. But once you're here, it will work, okay? All right. Someone said you're funny or you have a sense of humor. Thank you so much. I had to laugh hard. Sorry, I have to. Yes. Okay. Already married to a handsome, young, black American man. Well, congratulations, okay? Okay. Or can I go now? I will see you in the next video, okay? Merci beaucoup. Adios. Muchas gracias. Muchas gracias. Until the next video, I will see you, Isa. Kate is like, what is Kate saying? Okay. Okay, someone say, Marsha is saying you are right, Janet. Yes, Joash and the rest are saying all these things. Okay, so I hope I left you better than I found you. Okay, today we covered fiancé visa, marriage visa, and all that. Kwaheri. Okay, Toto is like Kwaheri. I love your name. Okay, bye bye guys. I love you. Remember to subscribe on YouTube. Until the next video. Okay, ciao. Bye. See ya.